Okay, let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, I can.
So in today's session, we are going to learn about basic things, okay, of Salesforce. So the first topic is user interface. Okay, so in Salesforce we have two user interface, or we can say UI, which is Classic and Lightning. So Salesforce Classic is an old UI, and Lightning is the new. So in 2016, Salesforce released this Lightning experience UI as an alternative to Salesforce Classic. Okay, so we can switch between these two UI anytime. So as you can see on my screen, this is the Lightning UI. Okay, and if I want to switch to Classic UI, then you have to go here, click on your profile button, and here we have a button called switch to Salesforce Classic. Okay, I'll just click on this and then it will switch to Salesforce Classic UI. So this is the Classic UI. Okay, it's the old one. So nowadays each and every company has transitioned into the Lightning UI. Okay, so probably only 5% organizations might be using this Classic one, and the other, already transitioned into the Lightning UI. So the difference between these two UI is only look and feel, right? The buttons, the page, right? This is the Lightning UI, but the data will be same. Okay. From here, let's go to same. So in Lightning UI, when we switch the app, okay, between app, let's say sales, service, okay, so we have 9 dots. Okay, here, so we click on that 9 dots, but in Classic, we have given app like this. Okay, this is the button to switch between the application. Now, what is application? About it. As now, just remember that this is the apps. Okay, so if I go to leads, look at leads, and you can see the data will be the exact same. Only the UI is different. The look is different. Okay, if I click on the lead, okay, it will gonna open a single page. But in Lightning, what happens when we click on the lead, when we drill down onto the lead, it opens a page where we have multiple tabs. Let's say details tab. In the details tab, we have this information. In the related tab, we have this information. Okay, then we have activities tab there. So open activities, activity history. This comes in activities tab. Okay. Let me duplicate this. This is the button to switch to the Lightning experience. I'm gonna switch it to Lightning. Okay, and this is the exact same thing, right? So here, you can see we have this important fields at the top. We have a path like this, which shows what is the current stage or status of that particular lead. Then, as I said earlier, we have different tabs. In details tab, we have this fields information. More visible means exactly what? Bindu? Hello, could you please help me with? Okay, just a minute. This is already zooming. Is it fine now? Is this the one or the Lightning one? Oh, sorry, Classic one. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So here we have details, we have activity, we have related, right? So the UI is totally different. Here in the classic, it is only single page, and on the single page, we can see everything. Okay. So there are differences between classic and lightning. Okay. So first is enhanced user interface experience. So one of the major difference between Salesforce Classic and Lightning is the user interface, right? The Lightning offers much better user experience to its user and includes features like drag and drop functionality that can be achieved without any coding. Okay, so here, as you can see, this is all a single page, web page actually, okay, which includes different components. This is a different component, this is a different component, then this one is different component, this one is different component, right? So this is a single web page which consists of different components, okay? But this is a single page. So this web page we can modify, okay, anytime using drag and drop functionality. We don't have to write any code, okay? So instead of hiring a developer to create a single page, okay, or modify it, as a Salesforce admin, we can do it anytime. We can rearrange it by drag and drop functionality. Okay, then the second difference is high security. Okay, so with Salesforce, Lightning comes with enhanced security. Okay, we can add components, let's say based on some profile or something, we can make it visible, or we can um, restrict users to view some of the components on the single web page itself. Okay, so that we are going to learn in the security model how we can do this. But as of now, just understand that the later one, which is Lightning, provides, enhanced security. Then the third is progressive platform. So in its initial days, when Lightning was introduced, it was looked down because of its transition and compatibility issues with objects, custom codes, and app. Okay, but now this particular platform has evolved and with the ability to support all custom metadata, okay, objects, custom codes, apps. So it makes it a lot simpler for companies to transit, their existing apps, workflows, any other automation, okay, into the Lightning with no requirement of building from its scratch. Okay, so as I said earlier, only the look is different, but other data will be the exact same. In earlier days, what happens is, let's say if any developer has created custom settings, custom labels, okay, these are the terms, which developer use. So if we are transition from Salesforce Classic to Lightning, then those were not supported. Okay, then there are other custom objects as well, okay, which we have created in the Classic, okay, those were also not supported in the Lightning. But now Lightning platform has evolved and it supports everything, okay, so that is the reason, and it also provides much features, more advanced features than Classic, okay, so everyone nowadays is using Lightning. Then we have lead generation, hassle-free lead generation as well. So in this Classic, you can see, right? We can create leads, okay, like this. This only gives a single page, but in Lightning, This offers much more components in order to manage your sales process better. For example, you have activity timeline here. Then Salesforce has given this path, okay, enables path to track the various stage involved in a business process. Okay, new components, even developer can also create new components. Okay, and we can use those components. Admin can add those components here in the web page. Okay. Yeah. So those were the differences between Lightning and Classic. Okay. This course throughout we are going to learn about everything in Lightning. Okay, not Classic, because nowadays every company is using Lightning. Okay, but you can also know how Classic looks. Okay, so that's why we are showing it to you. And the steps are also the exact same. Here, when you have to go for each and every settings, Salesforce has given this setup button. Okay, we have to go to this setup button for each and every setting. We need to click on this setup here, then click on this setup button, and this will open like this. And here we can find any setting. Okay, similarly, in Classic, Salesforce has given setup button here. Okay, we just need to click on this button. Okay, I'll have to again switch to Classic. Setup. And here, okay, this is the search box for finding setting. And here we can find any settings. Okay, like this. Switch to like this. Now the next topic is company information. Okay, company information provides some information about your organization or company. Okay, when a new account is created. So in this Salesforce.com company information, we can find details on licenses, company profile information like address, etc. So how to access the company information? What you need to do is you have to go to the setup. We are already on the setup page. Okay, I told you we need to click on this button, setup here, this called setup here. Click on setup and then it will open a setup page. Okay, in quick find, enter company. Okay. This is the setting, company information. Click on company information. Okay, now this has opened a page. So when we click on company information, we can find list of Salesforce user licenses and company information. Okay. So this is the settings of your company information. So the company information we give in is the same information available by default, okay, as a company information. To edit and change the company information, we just simply need to click on this edit button and change the fields that requires, okay, and finally we can see all the settings. So organization name. This Organization name comes when you create your developer org, right? And you write your company name. Okay, so that becomes your organization name. Here, address is also given. Then the most important thing is this default locale time zone. Okay, you can always change this time zone and everything. And here, salesforce.com organization ID. Okay, this ID is for your Salesforce org. Okay, it also shows the edition as well, which is developer edition. So for each of you, when you created your developer org, okay, that time whatever name you have given in the organization, that is going to show here in organization name. And for each and every org, okay, this particular ID is different. Okay, and this is very important organization ID, which you need to know how you can search it in Salesforce. Let's say you are working in any organization, okay, and you are facing some issues and you need to reach out to the Salesforce support, right? So in that scenario, you will have to give this ID to Salesforce support so that they will look out your organization settings, exactly what went wrong, and they can investigate on it. Okay, and this is the instance EP16 for me. So Salesforce has different instances as well. Excuse me. Okay. So Salesforce has different instances as well. Let's say Salesforce is doing any major release. Okay, so you can see based on the instance that when is the that particular release is scheduled for your organization. Okay, for that I'm going to show to you one link where you can go and you can check the status of it. Okay, now let's say if there is any issue with your organization, okay, and Salesforce, maybe that issue is from the Salesforce itself, okay, and then Salesforce realized its issue and they fixed it in the backend. Okay, in the time being, let's say your users are not able to log in the system. Okay, you can go to the same website and you can check whether there is any performance issue or downgrade issue or degradation issue, something like that. Okay, so let's go here. Salesforce dot status dot just a minute, okay. I think it's status.salesforce.com. Yeah, status.salesforce.com. Okay, so this is the website where you can see, okay, regarding your instance. So here in the company information, if I just copy this and paste it over here. So, okay, so this is regarding my developer. So it will gonna show up the current status. Okay, it will also show the history as well. Sorry, history as well. Okay, core service means sales service. Okay, Now these are different clouds from Salesforce. Now let's say for 23, if there is any issue, okay, so that part will show in yellow, okay. And if you click on maintenance, it will gonna show up the major releases as well. Can you see this? Summer 23 major release on June 10th, okay, exact timing and everything. So you can see the upcoming releases as well, okay. So this instance is very important. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you scroll down, you will see user licenses. Okay, in user licenses, you will see Salesforce. So by default, for each and every developer org, Salesforce gives total 2 licenses. Okay, free. These licenses are not free for the other editions. Okay, we have different editions, which company uses. So in that editions, this licenses is not free. But as we are learning, okay, that's the reason Salesforce has given 2 licenses free. So this is the Salesforce license which is assigned to you. When you will learn about the security model, that time you will also learn how you can create a user in the system. That time it will be helpful for you. Okay. Then here we have some permission set licenses, some feature licenses, okay? All these licenses Salesforce has given, okay? But in real time or okay, let's say you are working and then these are all the licenses, okay, which are already in use. So remaining will be 0. And then if you want to need to assign that license to any user, in that scenario what you'll have to do is you just have to inform this to your superiors, okay, and they will have to buy these licenses from Salesforce, okay. And the second thing what you can do is you can check in the system who all users are not in the company but still using the licenses. In that scenario, you can deactivate those users, you can free up those licenses, okay, and you can use those licenses for different users. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now there, as I mentioned earlier, there are multiple editions for lightning experience, okay, or we can say for Salesforce. So we have just we have Essential Edition, we have Professional Edition, then we have Enterprise Edition, Unlimited Edition, and Developer Edition. So Developer Edition is not for business need, okay? This is only for the learning purposes Salesforce has created. Okay, so here, right now it is showing Developer Edition. But when you will work on any company, whatever their edition is, you will see here in the organization as enterprise or unlimited. So remember, essential, it's like first is essential edition, then the profession. So essential edition, group edition, these are very basic editions of Salesforce. Okay, they provide very basic feature. Okay, they don't even have the customized security model. Whichever security settings is from Salesforce that we have to use, we cannot even see some of the security settings. Okay, then professional edition is somewhat advanced for in terms of essential and group edition. In professional editions, we have some advanced settings. Okay, in enterprise edition, enterprise is the advance of professional, and unlimited is the advance of Enterprise edition. Unlimited is the last one. So for example, in enterprise edition, you can create 500 fields, okay, for this object, okay. But in unlimited edition, you can create up to 800 fields, okay, for a single object. I'm talking about custom fields. Now, what is custom fields and everything we are going to learn. But as of now, just remember that we can create 500, okay, and in unlimited we can create up to 800. And this is not the interview question or anything. I'm just giving you as the general information. That's all.
Yeah, Amrapali, I have shared one link, like URL for
Okay.
the additions. So like they can go through and it will be like more clear for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's in the chat box, right? Yeah, so this is the one, okay, where you will, have the information about all the editions in detail. So just go through this particular link, okay. It was just an overview of.
Your voice is breaking, Amrapali.
Is it for everyone? Guys, are you using headphones?
Yes. Voice is breaking.
Just for this time,
Use
when you're talking
headphones.
about the leave, right? Yeah. Talking about the link, that's when started breaking. Other before that, it
Use
was okay. Yeah.
headphones. No, use
And also put
headphones.
screen in full screen mode.
Use headphones and then let me.
I'm using it. Yeah. Bluetooth and earphones. Yeah.
It's audible to us, like I don't know, like some.
Only for this part, that when you're talking about the link, that's when it started breaking. Before that, it was okay. Yeah, you can carry on. Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, it's a request, for each and every one of you to use headphones, okay? Because sometimes what happens is, if you are using a computer or computer speaker, okay, that time this issue may occur. Okay, yeah. So I was, uh, yeah. So I was saying, just go through the link, okay, and you will have a better understanding of Salesforce editions. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay. So full screen mode. If I make it as 100, okay, that's a full screen, then you won't be able to see these settings clearly, right? That's why I maximize this. Okay, so let's move to the next topic, which is objects. So objects in Salesforce represent in the form of table, okay, and here it is referred as an entity database, right? So in our previous class, I told you in Salesforce language, for table we refer as an object, okay. So lead, let's say lead is a table, we refer it as an object. Opportunity is object. Account as object. Contact as object. Okay. So there are two types of objects. One is standard object. Objects which are by default provided by Salesforce is called standard object. Okay. And the example of this is accounts, lead, opportunity, contact, campaign. These are all the standard objects. Okay. And then we have the second one, which is custom objects. So the objects which we create for business requirement is called custom object. Okay. That we can create anytime in the system. So let's go to the overview of some of the standard objects. Okay. So first is lead. Lead means lead are people who are interested in your products and services. Okay. Converting leads to a loyal customer will provide success for the business. So by managing your leads in a systematic and structured way, we can increase both number of leads we generate and how many leads we convert into a customer. Okay. Using now you to maintain two separate lists, one for prospective customer and one for existing customer. Okay. So you can store your prospect as a lead, and once the lead becomes qualified, okay, you can convert it into account, contact, and optionally opportunity. So let's take the example. This is the lead, and let's say I am the salesperson. Okay, I'm sales team, and my work is to communicate, contact the lead, communicate with the lead, and try to convert them into customer. Now, okay, I will first update the stages. Okay, as part of process, first let's say when lead comes into the system, it will be open, not contacted. As soon as I'm working on it, let's say I am, contacting that particular lead via phone or email, I'll just update this status as working contacted. Okay. Now, let's say after a week or 2 weeks, customer says that he is ready to buy a product. Okay, that means we are converting. We have converted that lead into customer. Okay, that means that particular lead is qualified. So now it's time to convert that lead into account, contacts, and opportunity. So here we have a button, converted. Okay, what you have to do, you just have to click on this converted button. Okay, select converted status. Okay, and this page will open up. Okay, where you will see on the left side, on the left side, a new account will get created, a new contact will get created, and a new opportunity as well. If you don't want opportunity, you can simply just check this checkbox, do not create an opportunity for conversion. Okay, and on the right side, it's in the or situation, or what you can do is, if the account is already exist in your system, then you can simply search for that account. Okay, you can select that account, accordingly you can select the contact as well. Okay, so let's cancel this. Let's go to lead. What I will do, I will create a new lead in the system. I'm just creating a lead from scratch. Okay, I have entered my personal information, which is first name, last name, company title, mobile phones, email. Okay, industry, education. Okay, that's it. This is the only information which I will enter, and by default, the lead status is open, not contacted. Okay, so then click on save. Okay, now our lead is saved and created successfully in the system. Now let's say I want to convert this. Okay, so let's say the salespeople is working on this particular lead. Okay, and the status changed to working contacted. Now I will convert this lead. So I will select converted status. So remember always, first earlier it was working contacted. Now you want to change it to converted. So what you'll have to do is click on the converted. Then here you'll have to click on converted status. Okay. I'm going to create a new account, new contact, and new opportunity as well. Here I will just enter opportunity. Okay. And the status will be closed converted. So I will convert this. Okay. So go to lead. So as soon as I convert that lead into account, contacts, and opportunity, we won't be able to see that particular lead here. Okay. If I go and click on all open lead, I will search for right. There is no such lead because we have already converted that leads. This is the sample data, Dipti, which is Salesforce has given. Okay. So I'm just giving you the overview of that particular lead object. Okay. So this is the sample data which is given by Salesforce. So if you are not able to view the leads, okay, you might be here on the recently view. Okay. What you'll have to do is just click on this drop down and go here and click on all open leads. When you click on all open leads, you will see the sample data. Okay. Otherwise, you can create new lead as well. And remember, this to create lead, this is not our admin job. Okay. This is sales user's job. I'm just giving you the overview of how the system works. Okay. Now we have converted that lead into account, contacts, and opportunity. Now let's learn about account. What is account? So account is basically companies that we are doing business with. Okay. So this is the account which we have created just now. I mean, the system has created this particular account. Then contact means people who are working for that particular account. Okay, so when you convert a lead, first name, last name, it will become a contact. Company name will become account. Okay, remember that. First name, last name, this name becomes contact and company becomes account. Okay, so in the company I have entered GuruSchools and in the name I have entered this, my name. Okay, so this has become contact. So account means the company with you are doing business, and contact means these are the employees who work in that particular account. Okay. Now let's say maybe you are doing business with GuruSchool, okay, and you have a GuruSchool account in your system. So me and Devendra will be contact for that particular account because we are part of GuruSchool, right? We are employees of GuruSchool, right? So we will become contact. And then opportunities. So opportunities means it's the potential deals in Salesforce. So now remember, when you converted lead, that time the lead was qualified and customer was ready to become customer. Okay, but that doesn't mean customer has purchase of product. Okay, through opportunities, we can track and manage these potential deals within Salesforce opportunities. Okay, so opportunities are deals in progress. That means now that particular customer is ready to purchase a product. Okay, and that particular deal is in progress. So opportunity records tracks deals, details about deals, including which account they are for. Okay, who are the player means we have account names. Okay, so using this we can see which account they belong. This particular opportunity, who are players means contact basically with whom you are communicating. Okay, so here you will see contact with sales, the amount potential sales. And then let's say sales people, they will work with the customer. Okay, go through stages, and the customer has purchased a product, then sorry, what will happen? They will close this particular, okay, close this deal. So we have to same step, click on close, click on close state, and here two states, one has purchased product, okay, and we have closed this deal. Close loss means we have lost this particular deal. Okay, now customer is not ready to purchase our product, so we can update this. V means sales team. Okay, but as a admin, you should know about the standard Salesforce objects because it will help you to understand other things, the settings and everything, because your work is not to communicate with the customer, okay, maintain these stages and close the opportunity. Okay, your work is, let's say, your client is saying that they want to add a new stage here in the opportunity. Okay, then it will be your work to add that particular stage. Okay, let's say they want a new column, then this will be your work to add a new column over here. If they want over here, activity or over here, then this will be your goal as a sales to do all the changes in the pages. Okay. So just the overview is 100 objects, okay, in Salesforce. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, we can go through it right now.
So first you created leads, from there you can to contacts and opportunities, right?
Account contacts and
Accounts. Okay. 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And we don't see the created lead.
yeah, because
I'm-
that particular lead is converted, right? If the lead
Okay.
is converted, then we won't be able to see that lead. Okay.
Okay. What if we don't convert? I mean, you have created another. If you be in lead.
Status will be closed, not converted.
Okay.
You have data. Step.
So I had created a login and whatever details I had put, like, because I'm from the previous batch, whatever assignments were all there and all those all steps I've always done. You like you have this Athena home products are like, most of the time I've seen that Burlington thing and all those data and stuff like that. So that is
Go to account, okay, and go to all accounts. So you will see some accounts. If you want to see which object which we have created for the Salesforce cannot give sample data, right? Salesforce will only give data for the standard object. You have to go to the standard objects, okay, and there just switch from recently viewed to all.
okay. Let me look. Thank you.
Any
So
other
what
question?
is this trailhead? I mean, this is my second class, so can I go ahead and look into that, or do have to wait until I go pursue with the other classes also? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any idea about the trailhead.
Trailhead is simply provided by Salesforce for learning purposes, okay?
Okay.
And it's like a jumbled, for, all the modules for all the cloud. So it will be difficult for anyone, even for me as well, to look for the correct module. Okay.
Okay.
So what
Uh-huh.
I will suggest is just wait for a couple of classes, maybe one or two. Okay,
Okay.
maybe one class. Okay, and then
Mhm.
whenever, because the first, second, 2 to 3 classes are theoretical. Okay,
Okay.
but later on all will be practical.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever we will finish any topic, we will give you the assignment as well as the trailhead link. Okay, so you can go to that particular trailhead and you can complete that particular.
Okay. And I have another question. What is this classic and lightning? Since we have good things in lightning, then why do we have the classic one? Still, we use that one in for any other reason?
No, classic and lightning is only the UI. Okay,
Okay. User
not
interface. Okay.
yeah, only the
Uh-huh.
user interface. And now Salesforce is pushing everyone to use the Lightning because I think in future they will deprecate Classic as well. But there are some not much, because each and every company has now transitioned into the Lightning. But there are some companies, maybe one or two or organizations, they might be using Classic. So once everyone will transition to Lightning, Salesforce will deprecate that UI.
Okay. Thank you. And for better understanding, I want to ask you one thing. Where exactly we use Salesforce in our daily encounters? Just make, yeah, I want to understand myself. Yeah.
Daily encounters means exactly.
Where exactly we use Salesforce in daily, in our life or in a
For
Salesforce job?
each and every, we can say industry, whether it is healthcare, whether it is the uh,
Education.
retail, yeah, education,
Uh-huh.
or anything, because Salesforce is a cloud, okay,
Uh-huh.
where you can store your data,
Okay.
right? And to
Okay.
advanced, Salesforce has also given advanced features which makes customers' daily life easy.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just start the screen sharing. So whether it is a medical field or retail or education or anything,
Okay.
because nowadays everyone is using Salesforce, and it's a global CRM, which is used globally.
Mm-hmm.
Finance, insurance, then
What exactly we have to do in real time job? I mean, what kind of work we have to
that
do it?
we are going to learn, right, in
Okay.
each and
Uh-huh.
every class.
Okay.
Okay, any other question? Which page are we talking about? Dipti. Okay. You can see my screen, right? So what you'll have to do is, here we have 9 dots, right? It's called App Launcher. Click on this box. You will see these tabs. Okay. Got it? Yes, no. Okay. Okay, then I think that's it for today, guys. Let's meet on Monday. Have a good weekend.